I'm Jim Hawks, the illustrator of the Greedy Tyrant, and we really could use your support. Stay tuned in this video for an actual reading by Thal and some sketches.
The Greedy Tyrant by Thal Dixon, illustrated by Jim Hawks. In the little town of Gaddington, a long, long time ago, a famous story came to pass that every kid should know. Terrible Trock, the tyrant troll, traveled through the town, smashing windows, breaking doors, and knocking people down. The crowds began to scatter. Trock roared his mighty roar. "Where do you keep the gold?" he growled. "That's what I came here for." All around the little town, Trock terrorized them all. From head to toe he weighed a ton and stood 2 stories tall. Trock's face was red like fire. His eyes were emerald green. His massive legs were cut and scarred. His feet were size 19. Trock's back was coarse and leathery, like rubber stretched too tight. With jagged teeth and pointed ears, he was a gruesome sight. Down the street, Trock stomped his feet. He screamed in fits of rage. "Be brave, young child. Take a breath. It's time to turn the page." The market street stayed empty. No one showed his head. By angering a beast like this, a man might end up dead. The townsfolk gathered by the church up by the city square as Trock came charging up the street and grabbed the local mayor. "Please, sir," cried the mayor in fear, "why don't you let me go? Why can't you leave us all alone? Why do you bully so?" Trock just laughed and held him tight. "It's time to pay your fee. The gold you keep to run this town, you'll give that gold to me." The mayor looked up at Trock the troll. "I'll tell you what I know. It's kept within our island cave. Now take the gold and go." Out along the water's edge, Trock found a little boat. "I'll take this too," he shouted back. Bullies like to gloat. Trock jumped in and off he rode across the giant lake. He headed for the island cave. The gold was his to take. Soon at shore, Trock took the boat and tied it to the dock. He found the cave, grabbed a stone, and smashed the dusty lock. Bucket after bucket, Trock carried out the gold. He filled the pockets of his pants, every single fold. He walked down to the dock and filled the little boat. With one big push, Trock jumped on top, but found he would not float. The gold was far too heavy. The boat began to sink. Trock was in a panic. There was no time to think. The gold was now below him. Bewildered there he stood. Finally, he went under. Trock was gone for good. 2 lessons Trock can teach us are the types all people need. Don't become a tyrant. Don't give in to greed.